The impact of influenza. Get the facts, not the flu. How it affects people, how it is transmitted, how it can be prevented and treated.
Do you ever wake up with a fever, cough, runny nose? You might have contracted a case of influenza. Oh no!
What is influenza, you may ask? Influenza is a viral infection of the Orthomyxoviridae family.
It attacks one's respiratory system, such as the nose, throat, and at times the lungs as well. This viral infection is extremely contagious and can cause mild to very severe illnesses amongst different groups of people.
Type A is the most common and severe in humans. It can spread from animals to humans. Type B is less common than Type A and can spread from human to human and can also affect seals. Type C only causes minor illnesses in children and some animals. It's not too common. Type D primarily affects cattle and does not affect humans.
Influenza type A and B facts. Type A is the only influenza type that has been known to cause flu pandemics. They both cause seasonal epidemics, and they both have similar symptoms.
Type A is the most common and severe because it mutates rapidly and is able to create daughter cells which are different from the parent cell. This allows them to evade the antibodies of previous strains. This is known as genetic drift. Genetic drift makes new influenza proteins that are unrecognizable to the host's pre-existing immunity. This causes them to get the flu again. Antigenic shift is when viruses among animals change and mutate and are then able to affect humans. This can result in a pandemic, for example, the swine flu. The flu is transmitted through microscopic particles which come from coughing and sneezing. These particles can land in the mouths and noses of others as well as on surfaces, where they can last for up to 24 hours. When people come in contact with these particles, they are then able to attain the flu. Influenza attacks the body by having the HA protein attached to the host cell and replicating inside, taking over the cell. It exits this cell to repeat the process with more cells. The immune system then attacks these cells, which can lead to issues later on.
The best way to prevent attaining influenza is by getting the vaccine. In 2018, approximately 35 million people contracted influenza and 34,000 people died. In 2018, the vaccine prevented 6.2 million influenza illnesses and 91,000 hospitalizations. It is important to get the vaccine to protect those who could be impacted in a more detrimental manner, such as babies and the elderly. Influenza can lead to life-threatening conditions for them, such as pneumonia. The act of getting the vaccine is connected to herd immunity. This is when many people in a community get vaccinated so that fewer people get sick. This specifically protects those who cannot get the vaccine themselves, such as those with chronic health illnesses and those with allergies to vaccines. How does the vaccine work? It stimulates the immune system to produce antibodies that are designed to attack the influenza virus. If someone comes into contact with the virus, these antibodies are then able to fight against it. The vaccine reduces the chances of getting influenza by 40 to 60%. Don't be afraid to get the vaccine. Despite what some may believe, you will not get sick if you get the vaccine. It is important to note that it is made from the dead virus, not the living virus. Do not let myths like these keep you from helping decrease influenza rates. Make sure to get the flu shot every year because antibodies decrease over a certain amount of time. Also, the flu virus changes from year to year. We can help decrease influenza rates by educating others on the consequences that arise from not getting the vaccine. We can also use social media to endorse the flu vaccine, and we can also encourage others in person so that they will feel motivated to get the vaccine. What else can be done to prevent influenza? You can wash your hands frequently and use hand sanitizer. You can also avoid going to public places so that you can be considerate of others' health. You can also avoid going to large crowds. Thanks for watching.
Together we can help decrease influenza rates.
Don't forget to get your flu shot.